Hello everyone, welcome back to another Megazord review. Today we are looking at the Rescue Turbo Zord from Power Rangers Turbo. Previous video we looked at the main Turbo Zord, and now we're looking at the secondary Zord that the Turbo Rangers used. This was given to them by the Phantom Ranger, and it's unknown who made them. And this was mainly used by the secondary Ranger Turbo team, who took over the main guys I think quite early on in the season. Sometimes they used to change like mid-season, but this was quite early on in the season that they transferred the powers. So let's go and have a look at the Zord and go through a little bit about it. Okay, so first off we have the Lightning Tamer Rescue Zord. This was used by TJ, and it was a red fire truck Zord. It was capable of firing powerful blasts of water, and it's robot form, so these ones had individual robot forms alongside with the Megazord transformation. This one would be a firefighter, and it would wield a fire extinguisher, and this forms the head and upper torso and the chest plate of the main Megazord. I'll go through each individual Zord in their vehicle mode, and then I'll show them in their robot mode afterwards. And then we'll go through to the Megazord transformation. Next up we have the Siren Blaster, which was piloted by Austyn, and this was a police car when it was in its vehicle mode, as you can see. Its robot mode would form a police officer, and it would be capable of firing a sonic blast from its chest plate, and this forms the lower torso, thighs and upper legs of the main Megazord. Next up we have the Thunder Loader Rescue Zord. This was piloted by Krytos, and it was capable of releasing a load of iron balls from it. And when it's in its robot form, it is a construction worker, and this forms the lower right leg in the Rescue Turbo Zord. So next up we have the Star Racer Rescue Zord. This was a yellow Formula race car type Zord, and it also had a bulldozer component, as you can see, drop down, but it does also flip up like that. This was piloted by Ashley, and it formed the lower left leg used in the Rescue Turbo Zord. And apparently it doesn't have a special weapon when it's used in its robot form. Okay, so next up we have the Wind Rescue Zord. This was a pink ambulance, and this was used by Cassie. And this was capable of launching a giant syringe at attackers, and its robot form was a nurse. And this does, like the other pink Turbo Zord, it does actually split in half, as you can see there. And this is, like the other one, it forms the arms used in the Rescue Turbo Zord. So here we have, back at the red Rescue Zord, the Lightning Fire Tamer, and I'm going to show you the transformation for it in its robot form. So see if I can remember how to do this. So this bit slides out like that, and then the arms just kind of pop out, and then these bits fold back in, and the little blasters fold in. The arms kind of fold down and out, and then this bit pops up and it folds kind of back into itself a little bit. And then there we have the robot form of the Lightning Fire Tamer. So here we have the Siren Blaster, And let's see if I can remember how to do this robot mode. I know this bit folds down, revealing the head. This one isn't as complicated as the other one. And there we go. Fairly easy, and it does extend out like that. So there is the Siren Blaster Rescue Zord. A little bit simpler to what the red one does. The red one has to fold in a lot in itself. This one just kind of pops out. Next up we have the Thunder Loader. So this one is very simple again. It kind of just extends out of itself, kind of like that. And then I think, yeah, just kind of does that. So that's what it looks like. Next up we have the Star Racer. This one again is very simple, just like the other one. And it kind of just does that. So the only thing that really changes is the front part just kind of like folds down and the arms pop out. And then lastly we have the Wind Rescue. So this one is slightly different. So this one you kind of pull that out and you kind of have to split it in half to be able to get the head out. And then the arms just kind of pop outwards like so. Stick that back together. Apparently I've got a habit of just pulling it straight apart. There we go. So that's the individual like robot modes they had. I have put them all back into their vehicle form just because it makes it easier making the Megazord. So we will have a look at the actual main Megazord, and then we'll look at a counterpart that used the main Turbo Zord as well. So here we have all 5 rescue Turbo Zords. So we will clear the first 3 out, leaving just these 2. So these 2 make, obviously like I said, make the legs. So that folds down, and then this front part folds completely back. Same with this one. So then it's kind of just like that, I believe. There we go. So yeah, folds back like that. Then we get the Siren Blaster and kind of more or less snap it in half, and then the bottom bit, I was going to say the back of the car, kind of, it should just pop outwards. Pops down. And then this bit kind of clips in here. Like so. And then these 2 little metal prongs, got just like the first one, come out. Like so. Next we have this one. So this one kind of swings outwards just like this. These 2 pop back, but before we do that, so we'll pop the normal rescue mode, we'll pop these 2, but this time this whole piece in the middle pops outwards, and that really reveals the head to the Zord. And then it just kind of clips onto the base for the blue one. Turn on my additional light so you can see it a little bit better. We'll put it back on the spinning plate in a minute so you can see it all. Next up we have the wind rescue. So this one just splits apart, that slides out so you can get the fists out, slide it back in and pop these bits out, and they go just in the side here where these black bits are. And it just pops in together like that. So, like I said in the previous video, they did have a similar formation. So this was it was called the Rescue Turbo Megazord. So this is just called the Rescue Megazord. The formation I'm about to show you is the Rescue Turbo Megazord. Now they only used this formation I think once or twice. And it was capable of using the Turbo Megazord saber and shield like you saw in the previous video, and Artillatron's twin cannons and the Turbo Headlight Blaster, which is this bit here. This was able to be used as a blaster. It would fire beams directly out of the chest plate of the Megazord. So this was a new Megazord configuration that was used by the Turbo Rangers once against the monster Count Nocturne. After the main Turbo Megazord's arms, just make sure I've got that right. The main Turbo Megazord's legs and arms and the Rescue Megazord's chest components were too damaged to continue the fight. So they quickly combined the rest of the working pieces, so I will show that now, which was now this will be the first time I've ever done this combination of Megazord. So, it was the same, it was the Rescue Megazord's chest plate, which was this, the red and the blue Zord. It used the legs for this. Make sure I've got them cocked in properly. And then it used the Rescue Megazord's arms. Kind of just like that. So there we have the Turbo Rescue Megazord, which is a combination of both. There weren't many Zords in Turbo, so they only used two main ones, and then they had Artillatron, which was a carrier Zord for the Rescue Zords. And then the Blue Centurion had his own, which was called the Robo Racer. That was the only Zords they used in Turbo, which I quite like. And honestly, kind of like the Super Zeo Megazords, I really like the Rescue Megazords having their own robot form. So if they wanted to fight singly, then they could. Let's see if this one will spin so we can see this one in full. Yeah, this one's fine. So there we have it. The next video will be let me just check what the next video will be. So the next video will be Artillatron, and then it will be the Robo Racer. And then after that concludes Turbo, and we start my favourite season of them all, in space. I'm really looking forward to starting in space because I love it. It's one of my all-time favourite seasons. So look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace out, have a good one. Don't forget to like and subscribe the video. Go and subscribe and leave a comment to see which of the two Megazord videos from Turbo that you liked so far. Thank you everyone. Peace.